A tiny mistake can ruin your whole UiPath bot, isn't it? I hope you also have faced this kind of challenges in your day-to-day automations. Hello everyone, I'm Vinod, currently working on handling automation solutions. So today I'll walk through how Agentic process automation works with Maestro with small demo. Okay, let's start. So before starting, we have to go to cloud.uipath.com. Okay, once you are in this page, so this you will able to see like different tenants as well as those data will be available, right? There we have to go to Maestro. Okay, once you go to Maestro, this is an home page of Maestro. It looks like. Okay, there'll be like we can do click on start modeling. We can start from scratch. Okay, here is an video. This is where you can say as a guide. Okay, and recent projects, if you have anything, it will be like showcase here. And there are some process templates are already available. Okay, we can use this and make use of it. Okay, so and let's start. Okay, so let me click on start modeling. So it'll open a new agentic process automation Maestro homepage. Okay, so this is an homepage. Okay, how it looks like. Okay, so people will are also excited. What is Maestro? How it works, right? So Maestro is like a brain that controls the entire automations, right? And the flow, deciding what to execute and when to execute and which path to take, right? So I can give one a real time example like a loan process automation, right? Where like it will check the income of the particular customer, right? And it will have some gateway behind it. Okay, so if it is customer having the high income, we should the bot have to approve. If it is have a low income, the bot have to reject that particular request, right? So this is how Maestro like controls the entire workflow, right? So I can just explain you once we are in the next stage. Okay, so starting with, so this is an page where we can design whole agentic process. Okay, so starting with, I can take with starting with the start event. Okay, from start event I can create like my own destiny. Okay, so what exactly I have a plan to do, right? So I can create from here from scratch. Okay, so here also there is something called like a fit to view, right? Fit to view is there. Okay, so like it will showcase a little bit and large view, right? And we can zoom in, zoom out, so everything options will be there. So you can just explore those things once like you start building, right? So this is like is a right side is in is the properties are already present. Okay, so and there is something called open run output. So output will showcase here, and open local panels also available. And here there is something new feature, right? This is a really wonderful feature I feel. So open autopilot. So how it works is, so if you want to build any like kind of an automations using Maestro, so we can just type what you want to build. Again we can click hit on OK. Automatically it will build entire processes like which are I'm trying to build here. Okay, so I feel rather than going with autopilot, like building from scratch is a best way. Okay, so let's start. So not wasting more time, so let's take an example of adding some task. Okay, so I can give as a task as a T1, one for T1, and I can provide the next task as a T2. Okay, and meanwhile I can give some conditions, provide some conditions, right? For that I'm using decision making, right? Then I can use a task. Okay, if that particular condition is passed, right? If it is okay, if it is a pass, then it should go to the S path. Okay, if it is that particular condition is failed, and it should go to the no path. Okay, so this is an like architecture like we are trying to build right now. And coming to this, Like before starting this, like we can name the process. Okay, what exactly name, what is the description, right? So we can give entirely like how we are trying to build the thing automation, right? Okay, so and there is something called arguments, right? So when we click on arguments, we can click on add new. Okay, and we can give the name as something like path, right? And default value we can provide, or else we can directly hit on save. Okay, let me click on hit on save. So here that argument can be taken and in entire workflow. Okay, so it can be used in T1 T2, and we can use in S path or no path, whatever. Okay, so currently we are able to see there are two red colored arrow marks are present, right? So some people will think some error is there, right? So let me click on double, like, on this. Okay, so there are, so why it is showing red, we have to provide some mandatory things, right? So we can provide as a name as yes path. Okay, this is very much simple. I'm trying to execute, and so if it is any no, I'll click on no. Okay, okay, still we are able to see there are some errors, right? So let me click on this. Here we have to park the conditions. Okay, using c hash we can park the conditions. Already we have something got already we have some arguments, right? We can pass that particular argument. Okay, and in c hash we are using like this, right? So double equals to, and we can pass as a yes. If it is yes, then it will go to the yes path. If it is a no, then it will go to the no path. Okay, let me test it. It should show as a false. Okay, fine, then it's working now. Okay, same like this, we can just make sure the condition is passed to the no also, no particular variable also. Okay, so here I can pass the same argument right over here. Okay, so that same variable path. Okay, and I can hit as a no here. Okay, let me test here. Again it will show as a false or as a output. Let me click on OK. Okay, so this is an process. What I'm trying to execute is here. So if T1 and T2 both task, right? T1 means task, T means task. Okay, so T1 and T2 are the both tasks. If has been executed, if it is executed, it can go to the particular condition. It should check the condition. If the condition matches, then it should go to the S path. If condition not matching, then it should go to the no path. Okay, here is another trick is, like, we have to end this whole process. Okay, so then only, like, the entire workflow will work. We if we didn't end the process, it unable to pass the data, right? So let me start, no, give the ending, end the process, right? So this is the entire workflow. Okay, so let me start, hit on debug. Okay, so it's asking me input argument, right? We already passed the argument, like a path, right? So we say, for example, if we pass s, right? So let me click on save and debug. Let's see how it works, right? Especially in when we click on save and debug, here is the output where the, like, a log, we can download the logs, right? There are something called execution trails, and we can able to see global variables and incidents. If any error occurs in while the fetching the data, right? So it will show is an incident. Okay, so this is an important, I feel, where we can check it. So currently it started the event. Okay, it will check the T1. Okay, it will take some 10-15 seconds to execute a particular no task. Okay, we'll wait for a moment. Okay, so T1 has been executed. Okay, so we can see the instances as well as a trace right over here, where how much time it took and what is the like, end time. Okay, execution time, each and everything data will be shown, like, showcase here. Okay, we has given the input as a variable as a yes, then it should go to the yes path, and it should end the whole entire agentic process workflow. Okay, one moment we'll see whether it will show, or it will show pass or fail. Okay, it has been successfully executed. Okay, so let's click again debug and see. So let's give as a no here. Okay, and let's see whether it will go to the no path or not. Okay, again it will go back to the starting from the start event. Okay, it will start and it will just executing the whole workflow again, as it is has already done with a yes path, right? So it will go with again with a no path. Okay, so it will again run the t1. We'll wait for maximum 10 seconds. Well, t1 has been completed, it will go to the t2 now. We'll wait for again 5 to 10 seconds. Again, why it is delay? Because we have put some delays here, because it should run entire workflow, and that particular workflow should not fail in any cases, right? And we have passed the decision as a no, right? No value, that particular path. Okay, so we'll wait for the particular decision. It's currently like looking up the decisions to take. Okay, and it has went to the no path, and that has been executed, and it will go to the end process, and it will end the whole workflow. Okay, one moment, we'll wait for a moment. Okay, this has been completed, so we can see the executant like the execution steps, as well as how much time it took the everything. Okay, so here we can we is a step to debug, and once that is completed, say for example this has been completed. Okay, we can go back to the design process, and we can publish this entire automation. Okay, so we are publishing everything entire to the we can to the agentic process automation workflow in orchestrator. Okay, let me hit on publish. Okay, we'll wait for a moment. Okay, it will be notified. So job has been failed, we can check the details, right? So again, there are a lot of data where if any issues are there in this publishing this, right, entirely we can able to see this, right? So let me click on this. Okay, let me change this whole rename this process. Okay, so if again there are errors might be due to the same name processes already has been executed, right? So I can just say as first maestro my first maestro workflow. Okay, so let me click on apply, and let me try to publish it again. Let's see whether it will publish it or not. Okay, so let me click on publish. Okay, has been started. Okay, you will be notified once it is completed. Okay, this has been completed, right? So let me click on check package. Okay, the package will able to we are able to see this right over here. Okay, once we are able to see the package, we can directly deploy this. Okay, once we deploy this, we can check, provide the location. Okay, install the root to the folder or shared folder, whatever you feel. So where your bot is there, right? Or bot or particular folders you want to try to provide the location. Okay, let me click on deploy. Okay, so one moment, it's validating, and it has been currently deploying this whole bot. So it's showing as a my fast maestro workflow, right? So let me click on this UiPath Maestro, right? And let me go to orchestrator. Let me right click and open to new tab. Okay, here we'll see whether that particular process is able to view or not. Okay, we can go to the particular automations, and we can add the process, right? We can add the process is showing as my first workflow master workflow, right? We can new tags has been found, we can click on add and continue. We can click on hit and next. Okay, we can give the display name whatever we are required. Okay, the once that is completed, we'll be able to showcase and see these things, right? So the type of automation is agentic process. Okay, so normal we have some demo different RPA workflows we used to build in a studio, right? There the type will be RPA. Okay, so let me click on this start a job. When I click on this job, start a job, it will ask for me. Okay, let me try clicking on this. It will ask the path. If I give path as yes, okay, if I give path as yes, when I click on start, then automatically it will start a workflow and it will be executed. Okay, so this is all about today's view. Okay, so if you have any questions, do let me know, and please share your comments. Okay, thank you so much. We'll see you in next video.